internet and the known universe.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
It's the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Yes, we are live. We are back. Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. I first want to apologize for Odie and I both getting the crud last week. Yep. We were unable to be with you, but we are live in studio and so much more on the Upstate Pulse. If you want to be a part of the show, and we're sure you do, the text line is 71307. Text Flaccid and your message. Put as many C's, Z's, or S's in Flaccid as you want. I don't care if you spell it right, as long as you got the FL in there, I suppose. We are also live on YouTube, Twitch, the X, and Facebook at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. So again, the crud was going around, but I think more than anything, not entirely over it, but it's sinus infections to the degree where you just cannot operate, including a lot of coughing and snotting, and that's not good on the air.
No, it's not.
But we've mostly overcome that, and we are back. Joining me tonight, the stars of the show, because I am not that, I'm just a caretaker. Odie is here.
Buongiorno.
Yes, the multilingual Odie.
Only on the weekends.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's something different,
Exactly.
Is he pentalingual?
No, I think maybe, it's when the spirits take over. The other voice you hear is Cameron, who is here.
Hi-oh.
Matthew is in Charlotte at a Smash Brothers tournament, and Tim is fixing his car. So there you go. That takes care of everybody. But we are here. On today's show, we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
I think someone on the text line is like taking the proverbial with me, because their number ends in 333. They just said
the triple tree.
Triple tree.
Forest.
Yeah,
it is a small forest. It is a little dog paradise. It's a triple tree, and they just say flaccid.
There we go.
So
I mean, that's enough. And it's profound, and it describes a lot of things on the weekend.
Profanonic.
Yes.
Even. Yes.
Let me tell you really quick about what's coming up. I'll tell you more about Borderlands later. But South Carolina Comic-Con had a major announcement to a couple of people in this room.
Yeah, I know. It was really cool.
Yeah. You're not one of them.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, no. One of the guests that they're having is that
we talked about like a month ago.
No,
if you're talking about William Shatner, we talked about that forever ago.
No, I'm not talking about the Kaiser. I'm talking about Lou, a Diamond, a Phillips.
Oh, I forgot all about Lou Diamond Phillips.
How could you forget about Lou Diamond Phillips?
Because I loved Young Guns, and there's some other stuff he was in.
Make you famous.
Yeah, La Bamba, I guess.
La Bamba.
But to me, the biggest new announcement and one they just made was Sonny Strait. And I know you don't know who Sonny Strait is.
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
Yeah. He's Mooney Strait's brother.
Yeah, possibly. Mm-hmm. Sonny Strait, the voice of Krillin and all the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Also the voice of this present Mike, right?
Yep.
In My Hero Academia, and Usopp in that one pirate show called One Piece.
Yeah, that one pirate. Yeah.
Called One Piece, amongst a bunch of other things. So we've got the voice of Deku going to be there. We've got the voice of Usopp and all the other ones I just said. I believe Lucy Christian is coming again too. Yes. So we've got some major voice actors coming. Danhausen's going to be there. Where I talked about William Shatner's going to be there. Lou Diamond Phillips. Why is Lou Diamond Phillips such a big deal for you? Is it Young Guns?
No, it's because he's got Diamond in his name.
Okay. All right.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's the only reason.
No, I do like
it.
I do like it.
Or is it the actual mineral that you like?
You see, it's the mineral, but I know minerals is something completely different, but we can save that for a certain segment of the show. But it's just the fact that he is cool enough to be able to put a precious gem into his name. I mean, I could never get away with Odie Emerald Fitzgerald. It just wouldn't work.
Oh, it's because you're from Ireland and it's green.
Emerald. Yeah, that's the link. Like, you know, that's
Wow.
Well, it's because it's the Emerald Isle, right?
the Emerald Isle. Yes.
Yes,
It's
not
the Emerald
peninsula.
Because it's not a peninsula. Because we were
Okay.
talking about
Are
that
you
earlier.
sure?
Now, in all fairness, though, like America is
So
an
do
island.
you have
It's just
something?
a really big one.
Do you have something against peninsulas?
I
mean,
kind of do. I'm
okay.
peninsulatic.
Okay. All right. So
Peninsula envy.
Florida out of the question for you then.
No, I like Florida because Florida
Okay.
gives me some really good stories.
Okay. Well, it does, and it is it's a peninsula. So I mean,
Haven't been there. Really want to go to Florida.
Yeah, I've never been either, and you know, I've been on this.
I don't
want to
go to the swamps, you know?
I want to go to. I did.
I want to see an
It
alligator.
has swamps
Yeah.
and old people.
I've
Why would
seen an
wanna go
alligator
there?
in a zoo before.
No, but I want to see an alligator out in the flesh in the real
I
world.
would like to be in Florida when it's cold to watch the lizards fall out of the trees. I just think that would be a lot of fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a story where,
not for
like,
the lizards, but still.
there's like a giant iguana that like fell out of a tree and injured a guy?
Yeah, it happens every year. People get injured from the falling iguanas, and I just what?
Is it a festival?
It could be a festival of falling iguanas. I don't know, but
Welcome to the Iguana Falling Festival. It happens twice a year, and
Iguana Falls.
Yeah, yes, Iguana Falls.
Yes.
Welcome to the township of Iguana Falls. Make sure you don't look up, but if you do, be wary of the iguana falling.
I just imagine a lot of people in Florida walking with their head just tilted up just a little bit anytime they go under trees.
So here's the thing. They're not native species, so they're vermin. And like coyotes here in South Carolina, they're vermin. So myself and Bill Fraley would have a great time down in Florida. I'm just putting.
I'm sure
And
Bill
his
Frady
beige
already
shotgun.
has. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's beige. He's beige.
Yes,
beige
is
shotgun.
shotgun. Speaking of which,
Mm.
speaking of Bill Frady, that makes me think of Patriots. And when I think of Patriots, I think of Patriot wear. Make sure you go onto our website and buy some cool Patriot wear, including T-shirts and hats and a bunch of stuff like that. We don't get any money from it personally, but they look cool, and you get to spread the message, make people aware that this here station exists. We know a lot of you already know that, but not enough. We want everyone to know about News Talk 98.9. So log on, buy some Patriot wear.
Yeah.
A lot of things to get to on this show, including a couple big topics. Before we get to that, and before we take our first break, let us talk about something that happened. It's not the first episode, but it's the first episode this season, and that would be Odie After Dark, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you just like
I completely just
yeah,
you know
That's a different show.
yeah. It's
no, Odie After Dark is the one that the FCC are looking at.
okay.
You know,
all
they're
right, all right.
they're kind
Well,
of.
what's the name of your TV show?
It's Nighttime with Odie.
Oh, okay. It's just the same thing, isn't it?
How is that less suggestive?
I don't know. I don't, but apparently it is.
You're gonna have a good night time with Odie.
yes.
Well, you can check out Nighttime with Odie if anybody hasn't checked it out. If you go on to the Facebookulators and you can type in Nighttime with Odie and you'll find it, or you can go on to my Facebook page, which is ODI_Fitzgerald, and you can see all of the information there. And I'm on the Instagrams and the TikToks and all of the other.
All right. Before we talk the show, I want to point out that if I was going to butcher the show name, that's the best way for you, right?
Odie After Dark.
Yeah. I mean, that's one that you would appreciate.
Hi, and you're welcome to Odie After Dark. Tonight on the show, we're going to get canceled within about 4 minutes. So sit back and relax and have fun.
My segment's up first, right?
Quality
Oh,
of
yeah.
4 minutes. All right. So if you are tuning in to Nighttime with Odie for the very first time, what you going to see?
If you're tuning in for the first time, which will be next Thursday, we've got an artist. It's a lady who draws pictures. And then we've got a comedian who's going to be there. He's a very good comedian, very, very funny comedian. New enough guy. He's been on the go about 3 years. And then there's a special guest that I'm not going to mention, but he's the third guest. So you can check it out. It's going to be 7:00 on Thursday night. And you can find it there.
All right. Let us take our first break. When we come back, we're going to talk about something that happens this time of year every year, and we need your help. And
We can't put it back in the box.
if you don't know what that is,
Falling
well,
iguanas.
stay tuned. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. For those of you on the stream, it's bracket time. Letting you know a little bit ahead of time before we get to it. It is bracket time.
Stream exclusive.
Sort of stream exclusive, yeah. See, we're going to talk about the joyful stuff before we get to the stuff that's going to make everybody mad. So,
Well, oh yeah.
which is going to make everybody
Because we have stuff now. We got to tell the people that are watching here if they can tune in on the radio.
but we're going to wait till we get to that segment because I'm not quite sure when we're exactly getting to it.
Scott is very informative.
Well, Scott likes to be informed.
Well, I mean, Scott is definitely informed, and he's informing us. Oh, I need to put another bed in.
Yeah, all the things that they're signing and stuff, eventually it's probably not going to matter because
Well, what he's saying is that
it's progressing to the degree where the only way you're going to know that it wasn't is the guy going, "Hey, I didn't do that."
True. Well, the other thing is with a lot of unions and like a lot of groups that are supposed to like protect particular like the particular people in your group, they always just cut for the biggest profit.
I don't know if I'd say always, but there's a good portion. I mean, I think this is no dig on you. It's hard not to generalize. I do it. Everyone does it. But
I was going to say, I'm very cynical about this stuff. So it's just like you.
I would like to think that there's some good people out there with the smarts to try to stop things from progressing to a certain degree, but I'm optimistic like that.
In a lot of cases, like a lot of people with the greed also have the ambition to get to the positions where they can make the most money.
What is
You'll just come to the text when you come back.
Okay.
Was that a good
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm not sold on that.
But you just
You just went,
oh.
I've found out something pretty cool.
Okay.
I shall now go horizontal.
I shall.
That's a movie I might actually would buy a hard copy of.
Same.
It was so
Going
I love
horizontal?
that movie.
No.
Stop it.
Willy Wonka. It was a really good
Wonka
movie.
was really good.
Willy Wonka, the greatest. Out of the three of them,
I am a little miffed that we didn't keep Wonka in his original position. Just because I like creepy Wonka in the background.
Yeah, well, he gets around sometimes.
round, round, get around. He gets around.
There's no
Round,
knowing
round.
where we're going.
Woo.
I get bug driving up and down the
You ever
city.
played a theremin?
Yes, I played with one.
On it. Man,
Yeah.
you've done everything. Why are you here? I want to play a theremin.
They're fun. I played it in the Science Museum in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
They had them up there.
I was gonna say it's not like they're so expensive.
Isn't
or at
it
least
the
they
thing
were.
that like blows out like air and you like move your hands over it?
No, it's the electric field.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
And you can play it with your head, and you can play it with your.
Yeah. So
your-
the song "Good Vibrations"
Stop
uses it. Some other songs use it. Yeah, it's just.
Play it with anything.
Were you able to
You know
hold the
it's
note?
minus 5 degrees outside.
No, it's not.
Odie, were you able to hold your notes on the theremin?
It
very
may be
well?
somewhere, but it's not here.
In Celsius, it is. These old Americans with their
Take your
American
metric
numbers.
system and go home.
I love my metric system.
We use the imperial system here. Thank
That's
you.
right.
But we got rid of the Imperials.
That's actually a really good point.
Well,
But-
did we? I don't know.
We here in America, no more than we here in Ireland, got rid of the Imperials. But yet we still use the imperialistic system.
Well, yeah, that's right. We did do that a little bit better than Ireland,
Yeah.
didn't we?
And we did it as well. It was a lot more bloodshed when we did it, but we did it.
Well, they were a lot closer.
Yes, they were.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo, Odie, and Cameron here. You want to be a part of the show? Text line is 71307.
Text in, Odie, do you realize that emeralds are way more valuable and rare than diamonds are? I think you ought to go with Emerald Odie. That's from Jim and Easley. And then I said, nah, that can't be true. And then I went to the all-knowing oracle, which is the Googulator, and it said, emeralds are rarer and often more expensive than diamonds. So I am an emerald in the rough. That's now Emerald Odie.
That's fair.
And you're wearing
Also,
green
diamonds
today.
are fairly.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Well, I always have something green.
and we found out earlier that you're actually the Green Arrow. So,
Yes.
I mean, so it all
But
just
you
kind
weren't
of goes
supposed to say
together.
that. Dude, that was pre-show talkies. And it was kind of like, now you've let out my secret superhero persona.
Yeah, but it's okay. You're the Green Arrow of another multiverse, so it
Okay,
doesn't count in this one. I mean, sort of. So we're good. All right.
I think my lore's a little mixed up.
The this time of year, we start talking about the Upstate Pulse bracket. We have done our very first one was superheroes. We've done villains. We did last year. We did video games. We have done sitcoms. It came down to two things for me this year, and it was a tough choice. My first choice was rom-coms, but I decided to not do rom-coms.
Oh,
And we are going to go with comic book characters. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing with the comic book characters, because we know our audience. I'm trying to decide. Now, you help us out. Text line 71307 or hit us up on the stream on YouTube, Twitch, the X, or Facebook at 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. Do we remove the Trinity from DC? And if we take the Trinity out of running, that will help make sure that it's that Batman or Superman or Wonder Woman doesn't win. So that is a Trinity for DC. Do we remove the big dogs? And for Marvel, I guess it would be Spider-Man and X-Men. Do we take Spider-Man and X-Men out? And here's the other problem is, if we take out the Trinity and we take out what I consider the big two in Marvel, do we also take out their rogues gallery? Because if we do, that removes a lot of, so when we talk about comic book characters, it doesn't have to be heroes. It can be Condiment Man, which Odie is a big fan of, or it could be like the Tick. There are a lot of random obscure characters that it could be
Including Spawn.
Including Spawn, yes.
Spawn would be a major winner.
do you remember
The 21st night in September?
Yeah. No.
That was a solid Earth, Wind, and Fire reference.
It is a solid Earth, Wind, and
it works with the demographic too. Thank you.
It does. Like, I mean, the fire, Earth, Fire, Wind, Water, Heart. No, this Spawn movie.
Yeah. It was.
Do you remember how
John Leguizamo as the clown dude?
Terrible.
Yeah, it was. You say it was terrible. I thought the effects were really good at the time.
For the time, yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed the cape, how it was alive and how it moved so much and everything. And I think it was Michael Jai White, I believe, was Spawn.
And I think he done a great job. But at the same time, now if they redid it now, I mean, would it? But then again, they're redoing everything, and I don't like the fact that they're redoing everything. It's just like, you've got an imagination, make something new, or take a superhero that hasn't been put on screen before, and there you go.
All right. So as far as this bracket goes, this is more about the comic books themselves. So if they were in a movie, that's fine, but they don't have to be. Like, say you're a big Jughead fan, and I know Jughead has been on TV in Riverdale for a while, but it's not the Jughead from the Archie's comics.
Yeah, someone just after texting in that cannot forget about Veronica and Archie.
Mark says leave the Trinity because Tim hates DC, as we all know. All right. I looked it up because I was curious. The 10 strangest DC comic superheroes of all time. One of them was Color Kid. Do you know what power Color Kid had, Odie?
Is it Color Kid or Coward Kid?
No, Color.
Okay, Color Kid. No.
Thank you, Chris. I'm working on my enunciation.
Power of Chartreuse.
All right. Color Kid is an alien who is granted the unique ability to change the electromagnetic properties of any object he wants. What it means is his power was he can change colors. So if he looked at your shirt, he could change it from green to red.
Oh, he could change. Oh, so he didn't change his own colors. He changes somebody else's colors.
It's a little bit more useful, slightly more useful.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, that was his power. Kevin on the stream says Doom Patrol. There's actually a couple members of Doom Patrol on this list that I found and could actually be in there. The next one is...
Hold on, just before you do, just in the winter of 1999, I could have done with the Color Kid. You know why? Because the yoke I was seeing at the time, I'm not even going to call her a girl because she was just nuts. She dragged me around Dublin City finding a dress that she wanted for a party. They didn't have it in that color. She wanted a little black dress. They had it in red. I could have done with the color kid there. And first of all, he would have changed the color of the dress. And second of all, he would be made me realize that I was in the wrong place with the wrong person. But I'm not bitter. No.
But you're here now. The next one is Stone Boy. What do you think Stone Boy's power is?
He's got stones.
Well, depending on
He can turn himself into a stone.
He can turn himself into stone. Here's the problem, though.
Okay.
When Stone Boy turns himself into stone, he can't move.
He turns himself
he
into a stone.
Yeah.
Please tell me Matter-Eating Lad is in this. This list.
He is. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What is the okay?
So again, we could have obscure comic book characters like this in this bracket.
Yeah, but can he breathe when he's a stone?
I don't know.
Like, how long can he stay a stone?
Well, let's ask the thing. Let's ask Ben Grimm.
I don't know. All right. The next thing on this list is Lazy Pond.
What?
All right. Did you just say Lazy Pond?
I said Lazy Pond. Yeah. Lazy Pond is a sentient smallpox virus who has somehow become super intelligent and strong-willed enough to be granted a lantern ring. So he's a smallpox virus.
Lantern?
That's a Green Lantern. Yes.
They just gave a disease a Green
All right.
Lantern ring.
Mark Mark Avery on the stream says the question will be a good one.
Oh,
He's got a lot of play lately on a lot of things. All right. The next one this is just some obscure names that could be on this list, is the Defenestrator.
Yes, I am all for this.
What does he do?
He throws people out of windows.
He uses windows as his. yes. He hits people with windows
Instead of bringing the person to the
yes,
window.
Okay.
He brings the window to the person.
By the way, these are actual comic book characters.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
But so now my next question is, does he hit them with an actual window, like a framed aluminium window?
How big is the window?
Defenestrator was one of the weirdest. Little is revealed about him, and he seemingly has no powers outside of his habit of breaking windows over the heads of his enemies.
Can he summon windows?
He's killed pretty quick. So I mean, he doesn't last long. But
he's not very quick with windows, is he?
No. I mean,
he's more of a
window, dude. You think about it. Unless you swing it sideways, because of aerodynamics, it's going to slow it down when you try to hit someone with a window.
So you're saying he's more of a Mac person?
Probably.
Okay.
All right. The next one is Arm Fall Off Boy, which we've seen before in Suicide Squad.
Yep.
So his arms just fall off.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, I guess in the comic book, he could drop one arm and take his arm that's still attached and use that arm to reach stuff that was like out of the way.
That'd be
could use it to hit people with it. I don't know.
That'd be really handy.
All right. Kevin says Stretch Armstrong is the strangest. If he can, but there's also Elongated Man. There's also Mr. Fantastic.
There's one that's in my head, but I know I can't say.
There's Plastic Man. I mean, there are a lot of those. All right. The next one on the list is Matter Eater Lad.
My boy.
He
Matter Eater.
He just like eats matter. Like he could eat a chair. That's like that's what he does. I mean,
how is that a superpower?
I don't know. It's just I guess you could find his way out of stuff.
Do you reckon like a lot of these?
That's why you should show it to Odie.
I will after once we're on break.
Like
Chris says his superpower is making sandwiches. That's good.
Well, Chris,
crust on or crust off. Are we using? Are we heating? Are we toasting? What are we doing there?
It can only be in zigzags.
Well,
Yeah.
now that just leads to another thing: is what is your most favored and revered sandwich?
You revere sandwiches?
We'll get to that eventually. All right, couple more things on the list before we move on.
2 sandwiches.
Flex Mentallo, who was on Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
Who could move a part of his body and cause you to
A certain part of his body?
Any part.
Oh.
Any part.
He can change reality around himself by flexing different muscles.
Reality. He changes reality.
By flexing muscles.
Yes. You should watch Doom Patrol. You would love it.
You would actually
every second of Doom Patrol would have you crying on the ground.
You see, this just leads me to believe that all of the guys that were writing comic books, drawing comic books, they were kind of like, hey man, how about we have this guy and his hands are so big, but he can't touch anything except his own hands. How about we make that, man? You know,
All right.
that kind of.
Yeah.
Are they in Colorado?
Well, no, but
No.
a lot of these were made in the 60s. Danny
That explains a lot.
Danny the Street, which is also in Doom Patrol.
Of course, it's another
It's
Doom
like
Patrol
it's
one.
another dimension, but it's like he's a street. He can give you messages and stuff through street signs and things like that, and offer protection to those who need them. All right, here's another one: dog welder.
Dog welder?
Dog welder.
Normally, you just throw a bucket of water on them and they stop, but you know, he welds dogs.
All right, are we talking about like the more European definition of welding?
All right, dog welder lives up to his name by fighting crime via welding dogs to people's faces.
Do they bite them too?
I don't know. He's broken. I don't know. So a couple other names that could be on.
No.
What? And
In
by the way,
1960s,
he died, and they replaced him with another dog welder. So they found another one.
in the
So-
1960s, where were most of these comic books written? In California?
No, New York.
In
New York.
Okay, so in the 1960s in New York, the sale of illicit substances must have been through the roof
Yeah.
because
Hey,
that's
Odie,
just.
Odie, where was Woodstock?
Oh yeah, it was outside New York, man.
There you go.
It was in New York State.
There you
Also,
go.
I will say this: not all imagination needs any
It
sort
doesn't.
of stimulants.
I could come up with stuff like this without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, it's just you don't need that. Some of us are weird without needing help.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
All right, a couple other names. We mentioned Spawn. Homelander could be on this list
Oh,
because
I
he's
like
not a
Homelander.
DC character. He's not a
he
a
could
Marvel
fit.
character. Invincible could be on this list,
Yes, he could.
and
See, the thing is, I
so
like.
could Hellboy. So I mean,
yeah.
there you go. So here's the thing: should we or should we not get rid of the Trinity? I don't know. I know
Yeah.
what time it is.
I'm
Thank you, though.
leaning on
I
yes.
appreciate.
I
that.
think we should leave them in it. I think we should leave everybody in it.
All right, so Batman will win. See, that's
No, see,
my
Batman
own
won't
concern.
win. That's the thing.
Batman will win.
No, he won't.
Batman always wins.
No, he will not.
Yeah,
Oh, do you know why?
Why?
Because he's Batman.
because he's Batman. All right, so the bracket is coming up. What we will do is here's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking of having.
The eyes were just open, and I just walked into it.
Yes, you
I
did.
didn't even flinch. I just kind of kept going, and when it happened, I was like,
You walked over the thing that said not a trapdoor.
All
And
right,
it was a
so
trapdoor.
here's what I plan on doing. We have 4 sections in the bracket. One will be Marvel, one will be DC, one will be other, like Image Comics, Boom Comics, stuff like that.
under.
And the fourth one will be a wild card where like Condiment Man might show up or Dog Welder. I mean, we don't know. And we will have play in. And
Almost got me.
here's how this works. You can go ahead and start the music. Here's how this
Okay.
works. We will make sure we have at least 4 people picking. If there is a tie, we go to the text line, and the first person to text in their particular which one they want to win, that's what goes through, which really makes people in this place angry.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Upstate Pulse. Speaking of making people angry, when we come back, we're going to do that right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
You want to do it straight away? You want to do it now? Like, I'm just asking.
Yes. We can carry over into the next hour.
Do I hit the button now? I really want to hit the button.
No, I just.
Yeah, we already mentioned the tick, Dave. So for sure,
I got to do this at least once. Spoon!
not in the face. Yeah.
By the way, what
Matt
am I-
Bomber. He that bombs at night.
was it the Midnight Bomber?
Probably. I don't know. He was mad while he was doing it.
Yeah. And then there's Sea Urchin, who is this.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
So many weird characters that just popped in. We do?
Are you serious?
I didn't know that.
That's awesome.
Are you doing it in the order you gave me them? If you don't, then
You didn't write down the names?
yes, I did.
Well, then, and the cart next to it.
I've got one already loaded up.
We'll see. I'm fluid, man.
You're getting them as
I'm fluid. That's is how it works.
No, Lonzo is getting them as he gave them to me. So therefore,
I am fluid. If I went out of order, I went out of order. You know, that's just how it goes.
I think it's funny. The timers are on them. The stop timers. You know the.
You mean when they start
Yeah,
singing?
the intros. Yeah.
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 Why is that funny? We grabbed them from other stations.
I know that, but I'm just saying that.
Okay, you're just saying it's cool that you understand what they are.
Well, yeah.
Okay. No, I'm not being mean. I'm just saying.
You know, the first radio station I worked in, we didn't have them because we were playing our own songs, we were playing our own music, so we had to know where the lyrics started.
Ah,
yeah.
Well, if you know the song, you know that anyway.
Yeah. Sometimes you get it wrong.
Only if you start talking late and you don't realize where you are in the song. Some of those just have the same beat over and over again leading into it. But the majority of them have some sort of thing that they hit right before they start singing.
Yeah, we used to play that. We used to play that game sometimes. But the guy that was my co-host used to sit across from me, and he didn't know that we had a timer, and we'd be playing the game. He's like, "Man, how do you hit it every single time? I keep getting it wrong," and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." But I was just watching it and say, "Yeah, you're listening to News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas," and it just started into the song. It's like, how you stop doing that? You're too good at doing that.
All right, we still have one break.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't believe you forgot for a second, Dave. We started too late. That's what it was. Sorry, man.
Is that what we did?
We'll do better. We probably won't do better, but in our minds, we'll think we did better. So you may,
we'll aspire to be better.
No, I mean, to do at least equal what we've done before, which is not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad.
I like to think we're a solid 7.
Do you know Matt Murdoch is Irish?
Yes.
And Sean Cassidy? He's called the Banshees, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Probably why.
We're still doing comics. I'm like, Matt Murdoch.
Oh, sorry.
We're talking. No, that was Dick Murdoch. That's a wrestler.
Teresa Cassidy, aka Siren.
Mm-hmm.
She has to be Banshee's sister, or something along the lines.
So you could like play music now if you want to.
Oh yeah. A good chop will wake you right up. Let you know you're live, that sort of thing. Shout out to Gunter if he's passing through. You never know. Or maybe he's just listening online like you can. Mm-hmm. You can download the free Odyssey app, or you can listen to us, of course, at 98.9 on your FM dial. You mean on the
in
wireless?
Georgia, in South Carolina, and in North Carolina.
You mean on the wireless?
Yes, the wireless. And we are also live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and the X at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. And you can text us at 71307 or Tree07 if you want to do that. I mean, that's
Tree.
Yes. If you're in Ireland, it's Tree. And I apologize for my mispronunciation.
Are the Irish arborists?
Nope. That's a question for next hour.
Ah, okay, my bad.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
I jumped the gun there.
Yeah, you did. No questions.
Bill Frady's good.
No questions. It's
no,
beige.
I wouldn't have made it if that was the case.
Yes,
she must be related to me.
Right.
I'm looking up.
Odie's looking up. He's looking up Irish comic book characters.
So there's a girl called Molly Fitzgerald, aka the Shamrock.
Ooh.
She's got red hair and she's got a voluptuous figure now. I will tell you that.
Well, it's a superhero. That's what they do.
Well, she's not a bad looking Colleen now at all.
Here's the thing.
Colleen is Irish for girl. Sorry.
That sounds like a dog. You're saying
it's a collie. That's a collie.
Oh, you say Colleen.
I said Colleen.
Okay. All right. I didn't hear the end.
Yeah.
I just, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine.
So, she got my meat on the bones now. I will tell you that. Anyway. Go on.
All right. So Kevin says for you to give up on the Southern accent, or maybe he's because you weren't trying to do a Southern accent.
No.
Maybe he's talking about me.
Possibly.
And all I gotta say, why don't you go somewhere, boy? You don't even know.
No, Kevin, you just need to rev up and just disappear. Okay, tell you what, stay
All right,
here, stay here because we like you.
I gotta say, for an Irish Southern accent, it's not bad. It's not bad.
For what it
Yeah,
is, it's
I
not
mean,
bad.
How do you know the Irish accent isn't the accent that I'm putting on?
We don't know.
yeah, because
Considering
it's
everything else
very,
we know
very
or might
possible.
not know about you.
All right, so we're sitting in the nerd cave the other day. Might have been yesterday. I don't remember. Time is like a thing, or maybe it's not. And
is it in a bottle?
Rob Brown from the Rob Brown Show, funny enough, who some people are saying he's ducking the show on the stream right now. Rob is not ducking the show, even though he wasn't here for an entire year last year. He has 37 jobs, and right now he's doing the hockey. So he's at the hockey. Yes, and next week at this time he'll be doing some Furman Paladin stuff. So he's just really busy. The off season is coming, and he loves coming on during the brackets, so he can complain about how he hates my tie breaking system. So he definitely will be on here. He doesn't fear the wall. He's only come close a couple times. He's that good. We will be doing some Nerf wall stuff next week. Picking
we need to do a
Royal
cover
Rumble.
of that song. We need to do a cover of Don't Fear the Reaper and have it as Don't Fear the Wall.
I don't know, it doesn't really, I mean, it's
Yeah,
I know, but it doesn't,
How do we get the lyrics to fit with that?
yeah.
Leave it with me. Leave it with me. I will do it.
I'm
Okay.
scared to leave things with you.
All right. You know what? We're going to talk about something, but I don't want to get to it just yet because we're going to need to take a break.
No, do you know what?
It's called being fluid, Odie.
Yeah.
Before
but
we get to
he
that-
only actually had something else in, and now I have to go back in and
Yeah.
put it out.
Well, do
and
your
then
job.
just kinda
That's
like
okay.
do that.
It's just your job.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, we'll
You just sit
go.
in your tower.
It's just a fear of noob. It's an ivory tower. It's pristine. Echo just came out. We watched all 5 episodes. If you haven't watched it yet, let's give you a quick review of Echo. The fighting is good. I liked it, but the problem is, what are you doing?
I'm just. You said we were going to take a break, and I
No,
put music.
not yet.
I have to go and get more music.
So
again.
Echo. If you haven't watched it, it's okay. I mean, I don't want to act like it's the great. You know, I was told by some people, I had to watch every single episode, and I watched it, and it was all right. Here's the problem. One of the major problems is there is no good guy in it. And if you're okay with watching something where everyone's a heel, then it's degrees of heeldom. Who's the worst? And they're a bad guy, but they're not nearly as bad as that guy. The ending was pretty good because it sets up all this is a 5 episodes preparing for Daredevil.
Yep.
That's what it is. And you know, it's a good bridge for Daredevil. I'm not saying it's bad. The fight scenes are good. Her powers, I don't know what they're
Kind of
really,
weird.
Yeah.
They don't
I mean,
quite explain
yeah.
how they work.
yeah. What she does at the end was pretty interesting.
Yes. That part at least made sense because it's something past.
Yeah. So Kevin says I tried Echo, but I got bored quickly. Yeah. It's not what people said it would be. It is not nearly as good as I thought it would be. And I was concerned because she was okay in Hawkeye, but I mean, she was just another bad guy on there when the real bad guy was Kingpin.
Yeah.
And in truth, she's another bad guy on this show. All the bit players around her are better as far as character development goes. You find some guys like Biscuits that you like right away. And the grandpa, who's just awesome, but that actor's been in a lot of things and he's always good. The grandma's a little annoying.
Well, she's supposed to be.
And her cousin is the only, I guess, good person in the entire show.
Yeah.
There might have been some people at the powwow that were good people, but we don't know.
Well, the other thing is, I don't think the grandpa was a bad guy. He just fixed up her leg. That was it.
Yeah, but he also sold a bunch of covert equipment. He knew what he was doing. There's still some things. So, but anyway, I'm not saying don't watch it. I'm just saying it's probably lower third of Disney shows that they put on the site,
Yeah.
and I don't know what it's better than.
The best part is when Daredevil showed up.
Yes, which was right at the beginning.
Yes.
So there's that. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Cameron's going to tell you about Reacher, and we're going to finish up the hour, and then we're going to get to some other stuff in the next hour, a ton of stuff that Odie has put in so much work about.
No.
Wouldn't it be horrible if I just swayed it and didn't use any of it? I would never do that. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
You got Beaker to come back.
That Echo thing looks all right, actually.
It's
not bad. It's
I'm not saying don't watch it. The fight scenes are good. They are. And by the way, you have to turn off the mature thing on Disney in order to watch it.
Yeah, we have it off already.
Yeah, I have it off on one of the profiles. So
no, we have it off because we have the kids one set up for the boys, so he watches it. But your man Vincent D'Onofrio is in it.
Yeah. Kingpin is good.
Yeah, he's good in it.
Yeah, he's always good.
He's always solid in whatever he does.
But if you remember at the end of Hawkeye, Echo shot him in the face. So there's a lot of that.
Who is Echo?
You have to watch the show and I'll explain it. It was also explained. It was explained loosely in Hawkeye. If you watch Hawkeye, Hawkeye was great.
I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes of it.
I loved Hawkeye. Especially once a certain spy got into it.
What was Kevin saying?
Oh, Kate Bishop!
You're not even a redhead.
Why do you only have one fork?
Macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Oh, man.
And there are some people who didn't like Hawkeye because they just don't like Hawkeye. And it's one of those, it's popular to hate someone.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of that is that.
They're trying to Ringo him.
Yeah, I thought the show was really good. Definitely better than Echo.
Rango.
Better than Iron Fist. Better than no, it's not better than what's her name? Why did I forget her name?
Elektra?
No.
Scarlet Witch?
No. Daredevil. I'm like keeping it on the same level.
Daredevil?
Oh.
Daredevil.
You forgot her name too already.
What, Jessica Jones?
That's it. Jessica Jones, yeah. Because I didn't think Jessica Jones was that great. I mean, it had its moments.
Well,
but
it was a lot.
I mean, Purple Man was good.
Yeah.
But the actor is so good. I mean, it's Doctor
hard to
Who.
go wrong with David Tennant.
Yeah, David Tennant is just good in whatever he's in.
Also, that was
including, the remake of Fright Night. He was killer in that.
Yeah.
And it took you like first half hour of the movie before I realized it was him.
I think I had to mention it several times.
It's like no.
And you kept going, no, that's not.
He had long hair. It was great. Then he took the wig off and like, oh yeah. Jessica Rabbit. See, I don't know that that was actually a comic book. Was Roger Rabbit ever a comic book? I think it was just a movie.
Don't care. Jessica was hot.
I was about to say, I know Odie's vote's going there.
I'm kind of looking at Dog Welder here, and I kind of want to punch him in the face because he's welding dogs to people.
Oh, by the way, the one comic book character I couldn't mention.
Hurry, because
I vote for him.
Here's the funny part. My roommate in college told me about him. And I laughed for 15 minutes straight.
But did you see the thing on that guy?
I did. It's explosive. Very powerful.
Yeah, no.
The best part is like there's a sound effect that goes with it. It's kablam.
You see, yeah, but I no longer like Dog Welder because he's got a puppy. He's welding a puppy.
My roommate at the time made
he
that
dies pretty quick according to the thing.
I hope he dies even quicker.
Ever.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo, Odie, and Cameron here, having a good time on a Saturday night. Speaking of a good time, if you have someone in your life that's into vintage video games, comic books, Funko Pops, statues, D&D, so many different things, you need to go to Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive. They're open 7 days a week. You are going to have a blast over there. Just go and look around. I mean, we were over there today. Place was humming. There were people in the back. They have a whole section of tables where people can come in and play Dungeons and Dragons, or they can play Pokemon. They can play Warhammer. You can play a bunch of things like that. There are Star Wars games, stuff like that. So if you're looking for a place that you want to that you can gather and play some of those kind of tabletop games and things like that, Borderlands Comics and Games has you covered. We went over there just to hang out. Rob Young, who we haven't had on the show in a while, going to get him on for sure, especially with South Carolina Comic-Con coming up. I went over there because I saw something earlier in the week when I went to get my comics. That's the other thing. If you're thinking of getting into comics, they have things called pull boxes. And what the pull box is they will enter your name, and let's say you're Odie and you want to collect Dog Welder comic books. Then they would put that list, and anytime a new Dog Welder comic book comes out, they would put it in his box. He'll go in and say, hey, I'm Odie, and I need to pick up the books in my box, so just go get it. Boom. You don't have to worry about it being sold out because they've already taken care of it for you. They pulled it for you every week. So check out Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive. When you're in there, you probably will see a couple of us because we're always hanging out in there. It's pretty cool. Before Odie gives me the anger, well, he already gave me the glare, and that's fine. I deserve it. And I'm used to it. My mom is giving it to me. My wife gives it to me. The angry glare.
I haven't even started to give you the Irish stare.
Text line 71307. That's it.
480 text in. Sorry, I missed the first 28 minutes. Please recap. Okay, so we started with Sean. Let's be a little bit of Irish.
You know what's amazing?
Yeah.
You know what's amazing? If you miss any part of the Upstate Pulse, you can either go and download the free Odyssey app. You can check it out there. We will upload the podcast. Odie will take care of it at the end of the show, the entire show. Or you can go on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X and watch the entire program. You just start it from the beginning and start watching it. There you go. And that takes care of anything you missed. And you missed a bunch. Because it was amazing. No better radio has ever been done in the history of mankind than the first half hour of this program.
The first 28 minutes of this show.
I don't see why we're still even doing the show at this point.
Well, we're never going
to top it. Yeah, we're never going to top it. He also says, where is Cool Tim? I have been working on complex texts. That doesn't really see it.
Yeah, well, because Tim never wears his glasses and he can't. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a thing for a while. Tim was supposed to be here this week, but he was having some car problems. And Tim is a do-it-yourself guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll even go so far as to call around to junkyards and things like that who have the part, and he'll go to said places, pull the part, and then put it on his car because it's cheaper to do.
Yes, it is. I do that with my truck. I won't do it with the car.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of know-how. If I did,
YouTube. You can perform brain surgery if you watch YouTube.
Yeah,
now we here at News Talk
98
and do not recommend performing brain surgery because that's just silly.
Unless you're a brain surgeon.
Unless you're a brain surgeon.
Which you could be, because that's in our demographic.
Oh,
so yeah, for sure.
Do you need a license for that?
Yeah, you do. That's not even funny. There's a show out that I haven't got to watch yet.
Do you need a license to watch YouTube?
They're in season, but it's cheap. It's like $3.99 a month or something like that.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. There's a show called Reacher, starring Alan Rickson. I can never say his name right.
Do you know
who was also Aquaman in Smallville? He was in Titans. He's been in something, and rumored people really want him to be the new Batman.
I've also heard this.
Here's the thing. I watched it, and I think he's pretty cool.
I haven't watched it yet. Cameron
No,
has,
I ain't going to say anything. I ain't going to say anything. But in the show, he's portrayed as a big kind of, because to the beach.
He is a big kind of.
But in the show, he's supposed to be like 6'2", 6'3". He's 5'10".
Yeah, and they
use boxes and camera angles.
Sylvester Stallone, Tom Cruise, all those actors do that. They're all short. They hire a bunch of short people to be around them.
Yeah.
Are you
And
talking about the movie or the series? Because I think Alan Richardson is actually pretty.
No, he's not. He's shorter than me. So I was kind of looking at him going, I could beef up and I could
no, I don't know. Maybe.
Look,
maybe.
it's in my brain and I'm happy in
You've
my
got
own
the
brain.
head and the hair for it. I don't know. Maybe
It
you
says
could do
he's
it.
6'3" here. Unless
He's
you
not
personally
6'3".
met him.
Yeah, well, it's like football
Well,
or
if he
any
was
other sport
6'3",
where they
then
up
he'd be very tall.
the 6 tree.
Six
yeah.
trees.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Imagine if there were sequoias.
yeah,
He'd be really big,
or
man.
a redwood. Yeah, that's why. I mean, to be
I feel like we should
very
just
large.
be talking in ferns, though.
all right. Mark on the stream says Reacher's the best show on TV. All right, Cameron, give us because I have not watched it yet, and you watched season 1. I guess season 2 just ended. So
It's basically a detective show. That's what it is. But the detective is a very big man, a very large, a very intelligent guy who's kind of a bum. He's a vagrant. He goes from town to town, walks, takes buses, that sort of thing.
all right, but what's the show about? What is the
Well,
the-
there's a
If somebody is trying to get something from a top shelf and they can't, they get him because he reaches up and gets it. That's
Okay.
pretty much it.
that
there we
makes
go. If we had a
sense.
rim shot.
That makes
Basically, there's a criminal conspiracy going on in a small Georgian town. Reacher gets involved by getting like roped into it at some point.
He is 6'3". Oh, sorry.
It's almost like I'm right sometimes.
hey, continue.
Sorry.
We have a limited amount of time. Stop gloating.
Okay. But yeah, so Alan Richardson as Reacher is fantastic. He does a good job of between the action scenes and the actual conversations and stuff. Shows that the character is a lot of brawn and a lot of brain at the same time, which I like dealing with intelligent characters, which all of these guys, even the bad guys, are smart characters. Everyone has enough weight to,
All right, what's the humor like? Is there humor?
oh, it's dry, sarcastic, and
Okay.
ribbing the entire time.
All right, so that sounds like my kind of show.
My favorite character besides Reacher, I think, was Finley. Which, if you end up watching it, I think he might be yours too.
Okay, so you're suggesting, and you're probably going to start watching season 2?
I already have.
Have you? Okay, all right.
I just like that he doesn't try.
He's not trying to be nice.
Like, so I'm just gonna. This is not a spoiler. This is in the first 10 minutes of the first episode where they have. I won't say handcuffs because the handcuffs won't fit him because he's so big.
It's zip ties.
He has zip ties, and they're like, "Oh, we'll take them zip ties off you." And he just looks at the girl that's saying it to him. He's like, "I got it," and he just separates his hands, and I'm like, "You're so dreamy.
You're so strong.
He's so strong." You kind
All
of.
right, this is nothing like what I thought the show was. So this is why this is doing a service for me. I don't know if it's helping anybody else out there.
I think it is.
I thought it was some sort of spy thriller.
It's more like again, it's more like a detective movie.
All
Like,
right.
it has like, it's not espionage, it's more criminal investigation. But it has a lot of good twists and turns.
Is he like a marshal or something?
Well, he was part of a special investigation unit in the army.
Oh, okay.
Ruined
That
it.
was his whole
Ruined
thing.
it. Just you went too far. Spoilers are just all over the place now.
That just that helped me a great deal. So anyway,
You gotta give him enough, Odie.
you do.
Okay, fine.
You do. All right. In the next
Yeah, tease
hour,
it.
we're going to talk about the
Tease it.
most annoying songs
Tease
ever
it.
created. So get ready to give us your most annoying song, and we may even try to play it. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Ah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget that Tom Cruise did the first Reacher. I mean, did the movie Reacher.
Which I looked up a lot of like interviews. Like there was a Michael Rosenbaum podcast, and he had Alan Richardson on. They were talking
Ooh.
about that a good bit.
Mark says Robert Patrick plays the antagonist in season 2.
He does. I was going to tell you about that.
Oh, cool.
Robert Patrick.
There was even a Killer Terminator.
Have you seen
reference.
this boy?
Oh yeah. He got really old.
He did. He was in Peacemaker. He
Ugh.
is not a good guy.
No,
Have you
he's
watched
not.
Peacemaker? You also would really like Peacemaker.
Is it good?
Humor wise, you will
Oh,
love it.
dry
It's up
and-
your alley.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Right
Naughty.
up there.
yeah,
Is it naughty?
it's
Naughty.
it's raunchy in a bunch of ways,
Is it a little bit tongue in cheek?
among other things.
Okay.
Yes.
There are things that we can't say.
It's on what? What was it on? Peacemaker?
It should be Max. HBO Max. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, we can say it once.
Well, being the person. who's
Anyway, you should watch Peacemaker. I guarantee you're hooked in the first episode.
Okay, what's it on?
He's
Max.
he's on Max.
I don't have. I don't know.
been- okay.
But I know that Hulu and Disney are joining forces, aren't they?
You can bundle them.
I
but
know
don't
you
think
can
it's on
bundle them, but I
Hulu.
think they're
Probably.
they're
I don't
beat-
think it's
They
on
might
Hulu.
be in talks for that.
shoot, doom, doodle, doom, doom, shoot, doodle, doom, doom.
I got this.
Even Magnum PI, the new one.
Peacemaker, there probably
Oh,
will be
man,
there will be
no,
a
no.
second one because I think he's got the season 2 halfway written. So I believe I read that.
Yeah, but
And Peacemaker is James Gunn. So
yeah,
but it's
Oh,
James
yeah, okay.
it's James Gunn without the restraints of Marvel.
yeah.
No boundaries on James.
Yes.
Gunn.
Oh, there are no boundaries at all in
I'll
that.
watch.
show.
I think I'll give it. I'll try and give it a watch. I'll try and find it.
Did you watch his version of Suicide Squad?
That was the second one or the first one.
It was the
Second one.
Yeah,
You didn't like it?
Peacemaker was in that.
was he?
Yeah.
Which guy was he?
John Cena.
He probably didn't see him.
Stars and stripes.
Yeah, no, I
and-
saw him with the
Did you watch through the whole thing?
stupid helmet on him.
Yeah.
I didn't like the helmet.
It's kind of the point.
But
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the helmet has significance.
See, I didn't watch the whole thing.
See, that's the thing. So,
I wonder which one he had on.
yeah.
He never activated it.
Yeah, that's true.
I did see the part.
I have not, Kevin. I've checked that out.
The part where they go to rescue the guy, except they're not really rescuing him.
Yeah, that's like the beginning of
funny,
That's
yeah.
the beginning of
Got
the
bored
thing.
after that. Then
Yeah, it's not it. So you didn't even see him fighting Starro.
no,
The giant starfish?
no.
Yeah.
You missed out.
It's on Prime. I can watch it again. Like, but
You missed how
I'll give it a watch.
Peacemaker John Cena's got what he
Yeah, but
does
see,
at the end.
see, the thing is, I have to be really picky with what I watch because I just do not have any time to do a lot of things.
I mean,
got
you're
you.
doing everything all the
I know,
time. All
I
week,
know.
So.
It's your fault though. I mean, you
It kind of is.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
I mean, do all you can while you can do it.
yeah, but the thing
I don't-
I have cut down a lot. Like I was going to go and do another play, and I was like, no, I can't. No,
Well, here's the thing: you can only do so much.
yes, you can, because you get burned out.
Yeah.
and I've had that happen to me before.
You need to have time to rest. You also need time with your family. So
Mhm. I do.
Hey, the
So
first couple movies of Sharknado were actually pretty funny.
Yeah,
I
I thought they were
They were
terrible,
pretty
but they
funny.
were good.
Yeah.
Did you watch the new Meg 2?
No, I didn't watch the first one. I just didn't.
Meg 2 Electric
Uh,
Boogaloo.
I watched it. Try cloning yourself. I did, but he took over. I mean, no, he didn't. What?
Exactly.
Don't
Yeah.
mention Zivor. Cloning is illegal, and we don't condone it.
Well, it's illegal here in America. I mean,
So you use some
there are
German
other
spare
places
parts.
that are not America.
I have a few spare parts if I need them. I mean, no, I don't. What? No. No.
hair pieces don't count.
Do you know how expensive it is to wash my face every year? I mean, this is just going back and back and back. But you know.
Yeah, I do now. Let's just look at the
And
thing.
I've got a solar panel.
And
I've got this solar panel kicking in. And I think my barber like cuts my hair and leaves it long
By the
on
way,
top.
Odie, I just want to do this for your benefit.
well, I have a ready-made comb over, so I mean, I'm good to go. I'm
Is
not
that
gonna,
real?
My hair looks awesome right now. My wig, so I'm not messing
Yeah, I
with
was
it.
gonna say, is that
I'm
real?
not messing with the wig right now. It looks really
you
good.
know, his wig. His wig.
Kevin
Odie.
would like you to say barber again.
Barber. Hey, Kevin. Barber. You know what I
Say Bieber.
Bieber. The first time
You
I
can
was
say matriculate.
matriculate. This kind of reminds me of the very first time that I was working here on Charlie's show. People started texting in and go, hey Odie, say 33 and a third, and like,
No, don't. No.
people started doing that. They're just like, Odie, say your hair is like the lake shore of Innisfree.
Say your
Mhm.
hair is like winter fire, January embers. My heart beats there too.
No,
Okay.
I'm not saying
He
that.
slams his fist against the
Post
post.
and
He
still
still
insists he sees the ghost. Exactly.
I'm just imagining. Just
We're quoting it.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I have seen it, but
Well, we've read it. So I mean,
Oh, fat
you know,
boy.
the book, it,
oh,
which is like this bit thick. It's like 1,000 pages.
It's a thick
book is
book.
great.
let's do radio.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse, hour number 2, straight ahead. Lots of things to get to, including Ask Odie. We've got an AI takeover. We're going to talk some video games, including Palworld, which just came out and is going nuts. Even Odie could play it because it's also on Xbox One. But
I have.
we'll get to.
Oh, I do have an Xbox One. Sorry.
I mean, hey, don't come at me, bro.
No, I was just
I
kind
mean, you know,
just
that
for a
was
second. I was like,
you about to jump in there.
Hey, bro,
I saw that.
hostility right there.
You know,
Hey,
I
bro.
rolled
Hey,
the
bro.
chair back just
Hey,
a
bro.
little.
did you see we
was
got
getting
new
ready.
wheels on our chairs?
Oh, did they redo the wheels? Are you sure?
That's why I was sliding back so
Not
much.
on this one, I don't think. Not on the one that I have.
Yes, they did.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, we've got.
All right.
we've
So I
got
just
rollerblade wheels.
I've just waited it down. Yeah, we've had them in the fan for a little while.
Let's take these-
the fan.
Yeah,
is
be-
amazing.
It
It is actually amazing.
it was very hard to get the wheels off because these chairs are very old,
Yes.
and the impact of people who are very sturdy
Yeah.
causes the jam up in there,
Yeah.
and it requires like hammers and chisels and stuff.
Yep.
I helped Chris Evans do the first couple over in the fan, and it was like, you know what, I'm busy now.
Yeah. I've got to wash the dog and
I have things.
comb my child.
So,
and-
by the way, this may be the last time that we broadcast from the studio as it is now.
from this desk.
Yes, because they're going to replace this board and make it fancy smancy and digital. And
Go make a purr.
yes, I remember walking into this building before the very first show aired on this station in this building, and when everything in here was brand new, and it was like walking onto the deck of the Starship Enterprise. I just walked in and everything's all lit up. And there was this thing where the program director at the time said, "Don't worry about the system. You'll figure it out."
Yeah.
Still hate that guy. And so
We don't hate anybody.
mistakes were made, and the hosts were in the room to let me know about the mistakes that were made. But we're getting ready to change that. So there's a shot that next week we're going to be on the air, but we may be broadcasting from a different room
Okay.
because we have the capabilities to move all over the place here. And we have 7 radio stations. We have quite a few production studios, including 2 downstairs. And we probably will be broadcasting from one of the ones downstairs.
Oh, the big one with all the windows.
Yeah, maybe not that one,
Oh, okay.
because that one needs to be redone also.
Oh, it does.
It's
Yeah, that's got it. Like
probably
a
going to
sundial.
be Swing 2, which
okay,
I don't
yeah.
know if you've been in.
I have
Yeah, so there's a nice table with some mics around it and stuff.
so pretty.
You won't be sitting at that, but
No,
I
I'll
mean,
be sitting
sitting at
somewhere
the
else.
board
Yeah.
right next to it.
Exactly.
So, but anyway, that's probably where we'll be.
So adjacent to the night.
Yes.
To the nicest.
Next to, he will be in the higher chair though.
Ah.
So there is that.
Will that give him more importance?
Yes, it will.
So eventually, hopefully, all the boards will be redone in the entire building, and it's going to be pretty cool because the boards are programmable. So you can even put people's names on their potentiometers
They're
or their
fancy.
faders. And so it can be like Odie's mic, and it will just say Odie, and it will make you feel like that's mine right there. That's mine. And yeah, so
There are many mics like it, but this one is mine.
That's my one day.
Dave wants to know if we're getting them fancy new reel-to-reel decks. Come on, man. Can't afford that.
We can't afford that, man.
Let's not go crazy.
Come on, Dave. Seriously. I mean, this is 2024, dude. We can't afford them.
We can't.
I would actually, you know what I would actually love? I would love to get my record collection from Ireland and bring it over here. But it would probably cost me more money than it would to restock my collection.
Yeah,
again.
because are they
They're vinyl. Yeah, they're proper vinyls.
Well, I know that. Are they worth it?
Some of them are. Like I have an original Dr. Peppers.
Oh, wow.
I have original Sergeant Peppers with all of the bits and pieces that came inside the sleeve.
Gotcha.
And that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
definitely
Record
be worth
sleeves
it.
used to be amazing.
Record sleeves were
Yeah.
absolutely
They were.
outstanding.
They were.
And I had a second one that I bought in a thrift store that I could play because I didn't.
What kind of store was it?
Thrift.
Thrift. Okay.
You say it, America boy.
Thrift.
Yep, that's what I said. Thrift. Thrift store.
He called me boy. I like that when you get
Why not
reach,
boyo?
when you reach a certain age.
American
boy sounds
boyo.
good. All right. So
sure, all them Americans are the same.
we were in the nerd cave, and Rob's like, "Have you seen this list?" Rob Brown of the Rob Brown Show.
Seriously?
And it was a list of the most. I told you we were going to do it. It's a list of the most annoying songs of all time, according to Rolling Stone. We talked about this list before. I know because I've forgotten, but then we found every single song that's on the list in our system, which means we had talked about it before. So what I did is I went around the building to several big stars in the building and asked them what was the worst song that they'd ever heard in their entire life. So text line 71307, when you think of the most annoying song, what's the first song pops in your head? I mean, it may be several songs. Like Bill Frady just spouted off several as soon as I said it.
Yeah.
And I have quite a few, like anything ever done by Bryan Adams is Let Me Turn That kind of thing.
Everything I do, Lonzo hates it.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's been a few things that came from Canada that's really good. He's not one of them. So
there are a few imports.
So Kevin says Peaches.
They come in a can. They were put there by a man.
It's
I love that song.
that song.
It's kind of annoying if you hear it way too many times.
But it has
hear it every once in a while. It's fine.
It has a tempo change.
So it's also played a lot. Look at this thing just going nuts with people here. Let's see. Viper Dave says Cardigan's cover of Iron Man, which we finally listened to. Oh, Iron Man.
I have that on my favorites.
Yeah. And
I think I need to listen to the Cardigans cover.
I left it on there. It's
so weird.
It's bad.
On the text line we have I Got My Mind Set on You by George Harrison. The dumbest song with the lyrics are dumb as well.
Because it's like it's the same lyrics over and over again.
Yes, it is.
It's pretty bad. Noel says, "Hey Odie."
That's Noel.
Okay, my bad.
It's okay.
Okay.
See, he's a leprechaun as well.
Okay.
And I'm helping.
Yeah, but
I thought it was a Noel.
I thought Noel Gallagher says it's Noel
Gallagher. Noel Gallagher.
It's Noel Gallagher.
Noel, how are you, man? What is the crack?
It is. Backbeat, the word is on the street. I don't know. Anything by Rush says Duna Bros. You don't like Rush? Dude, I appreciate the fact that Geddy Lee could play the bass and the keyboard like at the same time. And I like Subdivisions. I thought that was a really good song. Because of the keyboard in it. Let's see. Mark says Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. That is, by the way, one of Chris Evans' most hated songs.
I'm wondering, does he just hate it because
Kevin
of the
says the Lucky Charms commercial jingle. You get some hatred there.
That's no Kevin.
They're magically delicious.
That's
Kevin.
a frontier country.
They
Defend
are.
yourself. Of
Yes.
On the text line, we have Anything by Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but like a billion people would disagree with you.
Yes,
there.
they would.
Yeah.
Swifties.
Yeah.
The army of Swifties.
We have no Swifties.
I'm contractually obligated to not go against Taylor Swift because I need her to be a good luck charm tomorrow night. So as the Chiefs
she's
with Travis Kelce, yeah.
Kissing the dude with
she's
the thing.
Dating him. Yes, she is.
Aye.
All right. So
I can tell you an Irishism. So if she's away off kissing him, right? And no, it's okay. The FCC will like this one. If she's away off kissing him and they're doing French kissing, we say she's off shifting him. That's what it is.
Okay. And Kevin, no, you're not, dude. He's actually from Ireland. So no, you're not. Trust me.
Kevin with his big white beard. No.
This is not a fake accent. He's actually from Ireland.
Yeah. I'll bring in my passport. You can see that if you want.
Well, we've seen the card.
Oh, my green card.
Yeah, you showed us the card.
That's pretty cool.
I'd never seen one of those before. Quite a few people, here in the country who don't have them. Yeah. So, I mean, there's that. Green Day.
Green Day.
I like Green Day's music, but their subject matter is so political. It's annoying. and
Yeah,
they're the real
they're
idiots.
preachy.
Yeah, they're just I mean, same thing happened with Pearl Jam. They were so good, and then they decided that they're going to be politicians. And although they're supposedly they have a new album coming out that's supposed to be
They're
pretty
touring.
rocking.
They're going to be touring soon.
Yeah. All right, let's get to some of the songs. Let's start with, as I said, talking to Rob Brown. Rob Brown's most hated song. And by the way, if you're on the stream, you're not going to be able to hear this, but you can hear the music on the app and on the radio itself. Rob Brown's most hated song of all time is "Santa Claus Is Coming to Town" by Bruce Springsteen, which we're playing a little bit now. We can only play so much because then you gotta pay for it.
It's just weird.
But see, I like the song because of the sax at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, Clarence Clemens can blow, dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and it's the big man and him and the laughing. I always thought I liked it, but apparently Rob Brown does not.
Noel is just after saying, guys, ask Odie, does he remember the time when he fell out of a nightclub and took a bag of chips, French fries off me? I don't remember that, Noel, but it is something that I would do.
We'll try to ask him, Noel, when we get to
Ask Odie.
when we get to the Ask Odie segment.
Oh, look, that's enough. Oh, there he is. Here he is. That's kind of enough.
Yeah. I don't get why he hates it. All right. Tim Snow, T2. We don't have his song. His is sing it, Cameron.
Wait,
This is a song that never, because I don't know the words.
It goes on and on, my friend. I don't know.
I will tell you, he and Chris started singing the song and they knew every single word.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm just looking at them like, okay, why do you know this?
I think because it was a form of torture that got into them.
Probably. All right. A couple of people, their first choice was not surprising. And I got to tell you, this song is Andrew, our head engineer, and Rob Jones, who you hear doing news right here on News Talk 98.9 rather. Hate the Barbie song.
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with the Barbie song? I haven't watched the movie, by the way. Apparently it's good because a lot of people saw it, but
I don't hate it.
I mean, it's got
remember that guy. That deep,
it's got a kick and beat to it. I mean, you could see this as Odie's dancing in the German club to this, probably, or maybe spinning it. All right, that's enough of that. All right, so Barbie
hanging
Girl
out with his kins.
I'm trying to find the next one. I can't find it.
Barbie Girl really, really, really bothers people. And then I talked to our friend Stone Man from Classic Rock 101. I can elaborate for a while you do. I'm good enough to do that.
It's called buying time.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to take a break and we're going to tell you what Stone Man's most annoying song, because I was very interested in people who spin them hits every day, what their most annoying song was. So let's take a break. When we come back, we will tell you what it is. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. After all that complaining you did about me going in order and you can't find it.
Yeah. What's the band's name again?
John Cafferty.
Don or John? John, isn't it?
John.
By the way, I just realized something. Odie hasn't been nude today.
By the way, Noel.
It's Noel.
Yes.
Gonzo's cool.
Yes. Cameron's pretty sick. So I mean, he's barely.
Oh, he
hanging
is.
on.
Yeah, he is. Any song with bagpipes. I agree with you, Kevin, because they're Scottish, not Irish. But if you were Irish, you'd know that. But you don't, because you're not.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I think that's annoying, but I think all country is annoying. So it is torture.
Also, why
at
would you
Guantanamo
brag
Bay.
about having friends in low places? It just means that your friends are scum.
Well,
Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots.
I'm not saying that you can't have friends that are like in bad places.
You did it. I probably did do it, Noel.
Hey, I came from a bad neighborhood. All my friends were from a low place.
I'm
'Cause so
going
was
to
I.
use. I'm going to use that song as the bed for the coming back. Yeah.
I agree. You want me to say yes? Do
You're
it.
making the bed.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Hey, can we not do this? I mean,
I love Kevin. Kevin is
do
amazing.
this thing.
He
where
seems
we're-
awfully amped tonight.
Yeah, because
riled
what's happening tomorrow, which we're not talking about, because this is not a sports show.
What's
you save
happening
it for
tomorrow?
Monday, and
Ah.
if your team wins, you can come on and destroy me
Who's his team?
until you start, driving the big loader thing. He's that team where there's a lot of snow, and also Matt Tomlinson's favorite team.
Oh,
Yeah, the Buffalo. Yeah, he's a Buffalo guy.
Gotcha.
And Buffalo and Kansas City play in arguably what should be the best game this weekend.
Is that
I
a turn
know,
of
Kevin, and I
phrase?
appreciate it.
Well,
Punching holes.
yeah, something like that.
Shows you're versatile and you can talk about other things. Just like me. I'm
We
versatile.
did used to punch holes. Yeah, no. That's when we were apprentices. And we had the most boring job in the world to do.
Okay,
We
did
had
you
to-
punch holes into walls?
In steel. No, in steel. In metal.
Okay.
Mm. It was the most boring job in the world. I remember that. Lots and lots and lots on the text.
Is that like being a riveter?
Kind of.
Okay. Were you Rosie the Riveter?
Yeah. Who's
He
Bill?
He did this.
What?
Who's Bill? Kevin
It's-
likes Bill.
It's Buffalo. Come on, stop it,
Oh,
Kevin. I ask you, Why you fake the throw, man? We got a minute.
Keeping you on your toes, baby. Noel likes going into steel.
I really just misheard all of that.
Oh no, I just didn't you see me go, what the
Yeah. It's just like, what?
okay, I just keep
Yeah,
doing
okay,
monogamy.
okay,
We drink
okay.
lots of
It's
pints.
a phone commercial.
Okay, yeah, okay.
He said phone on.
Whose going away
Hold
party
on.
was it that we got very, 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 very happy at? Can't remember. Was it Column's going away party? I remember we all didn't go to work the next day because
Of
we were
course it
very
would be
drunk.
Colin. Yes. Colin.
No, Column.
Column?
Yeah,
As
column.
in there are many columns.
Yes.
Okay.
Was
all
he
right.
a
Pillar
very-
of the community.
Okay.
I was
Got
about
you.
to say,
Boom.
was
It
he a
was
very
most
supportive
tranquil.
friend?
There were many columns. I was quoting Bill and Ted.
I know what you're doing.
Summonses, decrees, edicts, warrants, patents of nobility. I've even been known to jot down a poem or two of the Muse Descend. Probably read my book, Book of the Duchess. Fine, well, it was allegorical.
Oh, we won't hold that against you. That's for each man to decide from.
Could have waited just a little bit. I mean, it's not your fault,
It's
though.
there.
Well, you said you saw where the thing is, where the singing started, so
Yeah.
you could have known exactly where. I'm just.
It's got
You
3
know, I
seconds
mean,
of an intro.
Yeah, but you bragged
How
about
many
that
seconds?
earlier. If you hadn't bragged about it, then it's not newable, though. All right, so
No, it's not even.
if
This
you're
is
on
not
the
a music
stream,
show.
you cannot hear the song, but it is John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown
I
Band
can if I do that and then do that again.
singing On the Dark Side. This is the most annoying song for Stone Man from Classic Rock 101. It's kind of a surprise because he's been in radio for 20 something years, playing music the entire time. And this is the song that annoys him.
Maybe it's due to overplaying. Did he say why?
You know what? We started talking about Roombas and then yeah,
So you never got a reason, did you?
No. You start talking about Roombas and then you just forget what you're doing. All right, you can go ahead and fade that. I like this song. This is from a movie though. And Michael Paré was supposedly the leader of the singing song, the group, and he disappeared and then he come back later on. And it was, I've always liked that song. So I think it's kind of wild how a song that you may be really into that other people hate it with all their being. Stream is going nuts.
Mhm.
Facebook, YouTube, Twitch or X at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse, or you can hit us up on the text line.
Text line
71307.
I was going to say that, but then you said it, so it's
Because you're interrupting my flow, yo.
Anything by Bertie Higgins. I don't know who Bertie Higgins is.
I don't know, but he sounds horrible.
Again, another one, Canada Rocks. So that's another. Flaccid, anything by U2 because it's automatically on my iPhone. That's fair enough. Anything by the Beatles or the Doors. Huh.
Wow.
That's a hot take I don't like.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, look, he says he's a stout Irish American at 5'8", 175 pounds. 175 pounds. Man, you got to get them numbers up, buddy.
That's not stout. That's light.
That's he could be fit.
He probably is.
Yeah.
Probably is. He says that. He does. Jack and Diane.
Oh, I hate that song. Yeah.
Physical by Olivia.
Oh, come on now. Come on.
Let's get physical.
And then we got
physical.
I got another one. I'm not sure if I can read it out. But maybe I could give your number to her. I think I'm in love with Paige on 93.3 The Planet. What does she look like? Well, she's a lovely lady. That's what she looks like.
By the way, they're on social media.
Yeah.
So just look it up, and you can also go to their website, 93.3 The Planet Rocks.
Paige doesn't understand me.
You can see it there.
When I'm talking to Paige, she's like, I know you're saying words, but I just don't.
Yeah, no, she looks that way at me too.
Oh, okay.
So we're good. We're good.
Okay.
And because I've known her for a long time, and we don't talk very often because paths don't always cross. But yeah, but I'm used to that. You give me that vacant look sometimes too. Like
that's
like,
the Irish.
What are you doing?
1,000 years. Stare.
All right. So if you have a song, if you have the
skipping
most
rope in his
annoying song that you can think of, text line 71307. Like
How about this one?
Yes, I was going to get to that. Really? Okay. So there's enough of that. We built this city on rock and roll. I am not the only one. It's on a lot of people's lists. And here's the thing. Before I knew what airplay was, before I knew what cum was, before I knew all these radio terms, I knew that they were playing this song once per quarter hour. And I will tell you, that's too much.
You love it.
That's too much. It's too much. You know what? Not a horrible song until you hear it 35,000 times. Back in my day, when I was a teenager, when We Built This City on Rock and Roll came out, I was listening in top 40. And didn't have a lot of other venues to listen to music usually other than what my mom was listening to on the radio, which was top 40, which was this song over and over and over and over again.
I used to think that they were saying we built this city on rocks and stones. I really did.
Well, that would kind of make sense.
It kind of would.
Suppose. All right. Not only was that the worst song for me, it was one of Bill Frady's worst songs.
I can see
that's the first one that he came up with. And I'm like, yeah, give me another one. Because we can share it, but you've got to have another one.
Now, the next one
we can share in the hatred.
The next one is only going to get like a millisecond of airtime.
No. Just because you hate it after what you just played for a great length of time.
Yes.
If it's yours, you got to play it longer.
No, because I'm on the board.
Yeah, but I am also in charge. All right. And so Diesel from 93.3 The Planet and also the fan Upstate.
It works.
The song that he hates. Yeah, that's
take my headphones off. I can't hear it.
That's how that works. The song that he hates is Mbop. And here's the thing. I think there is a common hatred from people like Odie, people like Diesel. They don't like blondes. Okay. And I'm offended as a blonde. I'm offended.
I too am offended.
Yeah, he's also a blonde.
Yeah, but the three girls that were in Hanson, they got really ugly.
All right, so you can crack on the brothers, which was amazing that those three kids were able to get that kind of sound out, and that thing rocked. It jammed. I don't care what Odie says. I don't care what Diesel says. Diesel, by the way, more if they put double bass in that song, he'd be all right probably. Suddenly he'd be like, yeah. Yeah, if they put double bass and like a Lamb of God kind of guitar riff, it'd be all right. And I think a lot of it has to do maybe with the style of music that you like that makes you not like certain things. Wayne says the dang electric slide 25,000 the time at the company Christmas party. Yeah, the electric slide is done way too much. But you know what? It's original, not like that country slide stuff that's just a copycat.
Yeah.
Look, we did it first. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Electric Slide was before that. So what is your most annoying song? Text line 71307. We're getting a lot of them that some of us agree with. I don't think there's been one where we all like, yeah, man, that song is horrible. So that tells you how subjective fandom of music is. It can be, anybody can be into one song, but the other thing is all these songs were hits. So that means somebody liked them. A lot of someone's liked them.
Yeah. On the text line, we have I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred.
Oh, come on.
We got the most.
I'm too sexy for my cat, man. I mean, you know.
The next one is,
crap, I could sing that song, couldn't I?
I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany. I think we're alone now.
Come on.
There's way too many fun uses for that song.
No. Yeah, but it was actually, it was a remake of Beatles, wasn't it? No. Her other song was.
Yeah.
She had another Beatles. No, you sure it's not? No, it's a remake of something.
I think it probably is.
Yeah, it's a remake. I love Tiffany. She had red hair. I mean, you should like Tiffany.
I do like it.
Yeah,
I like that song.
By the way,
Did you guys have breakfast with her?
Yeah, Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Yeah,
aged really well.
Yes, she did.
She did. And you know, her and Debbie Gibson started their tours in malls, and I thought that was very 80s.
Yeah, very 80s.
Yeah.
Guys, the Pharrell song. Do you like a house with no roof? I don't know that song.
Because I'm happy.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The most annoying. Oh, that's Tiffany. Yeah, we got that one as well. But yeah. How about this one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll play this one.
Yeah.
Hands touching hands and reaching out.
All right. So someone on this panel absolutely hates Sweet Caroline.
Ooh.
I give you a hint. It's not me.
Not me.
Might be me.
All right, I gotta agree. I'm with Cameron. It's when that commercial comes on, when everyone's singing it, I turn the station. It doesn't matter.
I'll be honest. I just yell at the TV and tell them to shut up.
It's very annoying. It really is. It's annoying. And then I think people really love it because it's a bar song. And have you been in a bar, Odie?
Never.
Where they sang Sweet Caroline and did the bump stupid thing. It's down. It makes me angry. It's so annoying.
We normally
play. It's not part of the song.
We normally.
You didn't write it. Stop adding stuff to the song. You did not write the song.
We normally play Sweet Caroline in weddings. That's when you really play them, and they're amazing. Weddings.
Why do you? Hey Noel, quit asking Odie questions.
You got to wait for the Ask Odie segment.
About the Cranberries. I know the Cranberries, zombies. Yeah, I know them.
What's in your head?
Nothing today, except for taking a break.
So this one, okay, well, we're going to use this song to go into the break.
Are we?
Yes.
No, I don't. What if I don't want to? All right, we got to let this one go a little bit. All right, so Chris Evans' most hated song is "I Love You" by Barney, or anything by Barney, and here's the reason why.
Go on.
Because of plagiarism.
Okay.
Because they don't use original music. Like, this is from a different song.
Change. There's a key change.
But this is from a different song.
Huh.
And Chris doesn't like it because they couldn't come up with original songs. But what they did is they used familiar tunes, put their own words over it, and so the kids were already familiar with the music, which helped them to learn the lyrics a lot better.
Hypercritical of Barney.
Yeah, he detests Barney. He does. All right, we're gonna take a break. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
No, Noel is a good friend of mine. I knew him back in Ireland. He's we worked together in
Tommy
many
James.
places.
Thank you, Tommy James.
Tommy James.
I knew it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Again, I think that song's good too.
As someone who heard "I Love You" probably more than Chris did, it never annoyed me. And the kids were really into it when they were little kids.
Also, if you recall, we've interviewed a Barney before.
We did. We interviewed someone who played Barney on stage.
That is how they did. Definitely, Dave.
Some of the kids on there were annoying, by the way. Barney and PJ, and who was the girl?
What is the cranberry?
Oh God, I don't remember.
Me and my Teddy getting all ready.
That's been stuck in my head since yesterday.
Yes,
What?
that was a Barney song. Getting all, dude. Don't do that when we're talking about kids.
No, I'm on about that song. Like
What?
me and my Teddy getting ready.
The
For
teddy
school.
bear.
I know
They're
that,
getting
but
ready for-
I've never heard
for
that
bed.
song. You took it to a bad place. I didn't.
Did I? Was
Yeah.
it me?
Yes.
You opened that door. You were going in.
Okay.
We're about
Maybe
to-
it's knowing the room. Maybe that has something. When you know the
Oh,
room,
yeah.
I mean, you know.
I have that problem being a comedian.
I think we can only keep things.
I think
in
it
a
was my
certain
face because I was thinking about something else.
Hey, Kevin, are you Neil Young? Is that why you don't like Sweet Home Alabama? Southern man don't need you around anyhow, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
2024 starts my 20th year fixing a
If you don't leave your water dripping, it will.
It will. Loads of texts.
You can't read the
Oh
stuff
yeah, I forgot about that.
from your people, your texters.
I'm trying to read both of them. Oh, I need to put in a. Do you want me to come back with the song? Or are we moving swiftly on?
There's no way we can get to everything.
No, we
can
can't.
get to everything. Come back with Ask Odie. So you got one more break. You know what? I changed my mind. Come back with AI Takeover, and then we'll do Ask Odie right after it.
All right.
We got to get to AI Takeover.
Yeah, because I'm very interested as to what that is. Because I'm not going to say what it is, but audience, sometimes Dad likes to put one word, and this particular one word has a lot of question marks with it for me. Because I don't know how it applies. I'm scared to ask.
I don't need a bed for that. That has its own bed, doesn't it?
Right.
All
Is
right,
it full size or queen?
I've dropped all the king size. I've dropped all the.
Gotcha.
I've dropped all the songs.
Kevin, stop it, dude.
I don't get that second one.
What? It's Ted from he's a teddy bear. You haven't seen the Mark Wahlberg movie, and now it's a series on. It's a lot of people are watching it right now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
You probably would like it. Who's the voice of Ted?
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane.
I think it's ringing a bell. It's
Seth
ringing a bell.
MacFarlane.
Peter Griffin, Family Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter.
Hello, Brian.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, it's time to do some AI takeover. We won't stay on this long because we have short time, but I will say, when you think of the Pope, I'm sure you think of, you all right, Odie? When you think of the Pope, you think, okay, this is a guy who's supposed to be trying to spread peace and love across the world. And various different popes of backgrounds have done things ways that make some people mad and make other people happy. But this Pope has done something that I think is a good move. I think it's a good move. And yes, I'm talking about the Pope in the AI segment. The Vatican's top expert on AI. Let me stop there. The Vatican's top expert on AI. So why would the Vatican, all right, the Catholic Church, one of the biggest, if not the biggest church in the entire world, why would the Vatican recognize that they need an expert on AI? You keep acting like AI is not a problem.
Because the vampires are going to use AI against us.
But the Vatican has an AI expert, and he is a friar from a medieval Franciscan order. There we go. He is a friar from a medieval Franciscan order. Speaking of vampires. Okay, so I
What
don't,
does he fry? Like
I
fries
don't,
eggs?
I don't know, but as an expert on all things European,
Unless I'm not.
I'm curious, and medieval stuff
Mm.
because you do things at Rim fairs.
Yes, I do.
What would make a friar from a Franciscan order an expert on AI?
Well, you see, it goes back to the AIs of 2012. And the friars there, they used to program the donkeys into doing, friar stuff. Like, you had Friar Tuck donkey. And, it's all to do with artificial intelligence. And that's what a donkey is. It's artificially intelligent.
Okay. The Franciscan friar's name is Paolo Benanti.
Oh, yeah.
Paolo Benanti. He says, what is the difference between a man who exists and a machine that functions? Okay. This is the Pope's advisor.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a man who exists and a machine that functions? The difference is one has a soul. If you believe in souls, that's what I think the difference is.
But then again, I'm being a redhead. I don't have a soul.
You're right. You don't. And he took a break at the Pontifical Gregorian University.
You try saying that drunk.
Pontifical Gregorian University,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Do
where
they pontificate there?
Yeah.
No, the Gregoriize.
They do that. This is perhaps the greatest question of these times because we are witnessing a challenge that every day grows more profound with a machine that is humanizing. Okay, again, the Franciscan friar, who is the advisor to the Pope, recognizes what the danger is with artificial intelligence. And you guys still laugh at me, think that this is a joke, that when I bring this up, not too often, because I don't want to be too preachy, but when I bring it up, you guys look at me like I'm trying to be funny. But when it happens, and if Tim was here and now we got Odie, naysayers.
I have not said nay.
Naysayers.
I sometimes say nay.
Yeah.
And sometimes eki, fatang,
you might actually be a knight. We don't know if you are or not, but you're
no.
You're from Europe, so you could be knighted.
I'm Irish, so I will not be knighted.
All right.
I will not take a knee in front of Charlie. No.
Well,
you got to be careful.
I mean King Charles.
Yeah, when you got up, you could grab the ears, though. It would like spring you right back up to your feet.
Grab him. Like, he looks like a trophy. I'm not even going to lie. He looks like it.
You could do that.
He looks like a trophy.
So anyway, you should be afraid. You should be very afraid. But thank goodness the Pope has a Franciscan friar from a medieval sect to help him because, maybe AI was prophesied. I don't know. Maybe he would know about it.
I wonder if his office is close to the guys who investigate vampires and ghosts.
By the way, Noel, I know that. Okay,
it's been stuck at Noel.
that's why it's funny.
Yeah,
because I know that because the anger that wells up within him. See, I don't know.
What if we got him knighted as a prank?
I don't know.
Hang on. You're asking questions. How about we do this?
Okay, fine.
Everything.
I don't know where you got that idea.
What the?
Whoa, that's some tricky wording on that question.
What's going on?
Okay, didn't see that one coming.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
All right, it's Ask Odie time, and I will tell Noel, who has been active on Facebook, that my goal is to make an entire country angry at me.
Yeah.
Because I can, speaking of the Pope, I'm the only one I know who could probably make the Pope mad. So, some of us are born with skills. Mine is to make people mad.
We're going to get a cease and desist letter from the Pope.
I don't know anyone that I haven't made mad in some way.
He's going to send, what is it, the papal knights?
Yeah. There's going to be a troop of papal knights.
The Swiss guards are going to come in and go, no, you cannot talk about the Papa.
This is for Senor Alonso.
Senor Alonso, you talk about the Papa, it's no good. What's the matter you, huh?
All right, so...
The Pope declares, you no speak about this no more.
You don't talk about the Papa. No.
So, sorry, I think Dom DeLuise, and I forget what it was. I'm in the Pope. It was one of those comedies rather. Comedies, you never know.
In my country, we don't talk about the commies. No.
Yes. So if you have any questions for Odie in the
Right
Ask
in the
Odie
face.
segment, because Odie is the expert on all things European. So anything that happens over there, hey, if you want to throw in China, Iran, Iraq, Luxembourg, he probably drove his motorcycle through there. He will be able to tell you about that. Yeah, I know. You told me. I remember. So ask Odie any question you want to ask him. My question is, what is the most annoying Irish song that you ever heard?
Anything by U2.
I thought you were a U2 fan.
I am an Edge fan. I'm not a U2 fan.
All right. So anything by U2. All right.
No,
something exclusively Irish that we here across the pond would not know.
I honestly don't know.
Do they not have original music?
We do.
Are you afraid to disparage anything Irish because they're listening?
No, we do. There's a lot of original music. Like, oh no, here you go, Boyzone. Boyzone were a boy band that were formed back in 1996.
Just to clarify, Boyzone.
Yes, Boyzone.
Okay, gotcha.
Because it could be
Boyzone. A zone for boys.
Because it might have been Boyzone. You know, that boy owns that.
Yeah, no, it was
Okay.
Boyzone. And they spawned a band called Westlife. It was another band like that. And anything from Westlife or from Boyzone makes my skin just kind of...
Were they from the west side of Cork?
No, they were from the west of Ireland. The West.
All right. Dave wants to know, have you been to the Isle of Man for the, what kind of races is that?
The TT motorcycle races. I was over there many times and I drove
Why are
my
you
bike.
laughing about the Isle of Man?
I'm not. I'm laughing at what Noel said after that. It's in Irish and or as we say, Oscuelga.
By the way,
but
Noel. Sorry, I said it wrong.
Sorry.
Don't put the Gaelic, I believe it is. Don't put that language up there because we don't know what that says.
I can actually try, and it's clean. I can translate it.
Are you sure?
Is it clean?
Yes, it is 100% clean. So we have a running joke in Ireland that we get people say.
So
to us,
all of Ireland does this?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you speak for them.
We have a running joke in Ireland, and it's when anybody comes to Ireland and is saying, "Oh, I love the Irish people. I love the Irish language. Can you teach me some Irish?"
So when they drive across the peninsula, and they
Yes.
okay. All right.
On the drive across, yeah. They say, "Will you teach us? Will you teach us some Irish?" And I say, "Yeah." And every Irish person says yes. And we say,
I must have got Noel because he just didn't even post anything. He just put us.
I think his head just hit the enter key.
Well, you have to remember that Ireland is 5 hours ahead of us, so Noel could be indulging in some adult beverages.
No.
I'm just saying he could be.
Not him.
He could be. Me and Noel, our history goes way back, and there was lots of adult beverages consumed when we were together.
A stereotypical Irish time.
A little bit. So if people say, what is an Irish saying? And we normally say, "I would like to teach you the words, I love you." And then we teach them
I thought we were going to say, I'd like to teach the world to sing.
in perfect harmony.
Yes.
We say to them, you have to repeat after us. It's Anwyl, Cadigum, Dulamach, Godian, Letterus. Okay? And that,
Hi, Glockamorum.
something like that.
Okay. All right.
Dude.
What? What? It's from a song. It's from a movie called Water Babies.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
and
No, they sing that in Water Babies.
So
I'm telling you.
we get people to say.
Did I say something bad?
No, we get
Okay.
people to say Anwyl, Cadigum, Dulamach, Godian, Letterus, and they think they're saying "I love you," but what they're actually asking is, "May I go to the restroom?"
Okay.
And that's what we do.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
We're like that.
And then someone points.
Wait a
to the
minute.
back.
Wait a minute. Noel he's good. He's only had 5 or 10.
That's he's
Yeah,
barely even touched it.
Yeah. So he's just getting started.
That's just an
right?
Irish buzz.
Yeah. Well,
not
no,
even.
probably
Not
not
even.
even that.
Nah,
it's
he's-
like drinking water.
Yeah, he's quenched the thirst on that one. Is it top shelf? It could be top shelf, and then he's more than quench your thirst.
All right. Enough of this hilarity. Let us take our final break. We'll come back with the lightning round, get to as many things as we possibly can before the show ends. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of Ireland.
See, now we need to bring
Holy
in
water.
someone from another country just to offset the
Yeah,
amount of Irish.
I don't
we've
know
had.
anyone from another country.
Well, we're not picking France.
Oh,
Oh, no.
I don't want anyone from
I
Canada
will-
in here.
I will say there's an embargo on the French.
What do we come back? A lightning round?
Let's pick like some,
Kevin, dude, I don't care if you like my accent. The thing is, if you don't like my accent, I'm doing it right.
Like Zoe trying to have.
I don't know, Noel. If you come on this show, Odie might have to push the button.
If Noel was to come on the show, I would have to push the button. A lot.
We're on terrestrial radio where that stuff is frowned upon.
This is not iRadio, Noel. You can't say whatever you want.
Dave, you're like me. We're from somewhere else. So, I mean, ain't nobody in this room from here. That means, I can't listen. Well, whatever, dude. I've lived here half my life. And Cameron's lived here almost his entire life.
Yes.
So
I'm just weird.
We all sit beside Odie, Noel. That's what we do.
If you want to fly out, buddy, come on.
Okay, Trey is talking about No Matter What from Boyzone.
No matter what they tell me. That's the way
Is that how it goes?
Does it sound like that, though?
Yes, it does.
That was amazing. We were in the room and we saw that. And we heard it.
I don't know if I would help you with this.
I mean, it was because you're looking at his motions. You're not listening to the vocal stylings, which
You're
were
right.
amazing.
You're right. I apologize.
Vocal stylings.
I was focused on the choreography, not with the wonderful vocal work.
They do.
I think the double earrings adds to it.
It
too.
does.
Yeah.
It's kind of treble earrings because I've got 2 in one and 1 in the other.
It's a what?
I've got 2 in one and 1 in the other.
What's that mean?
It's a treble earring.
I don't know. What's that mean?
It's some sort of code.
Is that like bicentennial or something? What does that mean?
Alonzo.
Now for a story about German clubs.
I can't come back with it.
This is the part of Sprockets when we love to dance.
This is when we dance and we dance and we dance. Dance and we dance. Go on, leave us with a joke there, Noel.
Thank you, Noel. We're done anyway. So, I mean, you might as well stick around 5 minutes,
hang out
dude.
for another 5 minutes, man. We'll be finished up very
5
soon.
minutes.
I need to put that up.
I'm waiting for someone from Ireland to fly over here, walk into the studio, and just punch me in the mouth and then leave. That would be awesome.
Go to bed, nerds. No, I will.
Go and watch football
very soon. I'm over 40, so I should be in bed already.
If that's what it means, then I should have been in bed 2 hours ago.
Yeah. What did the scarf say to the hat? I don't know. I'm waiting. This better be good, Noel. I'm waiting for this one.
I mean, is he going to get it in before the show is over?
Bated breath.
I don't know.
It's something to do with a rim, I'm sure, or brim.
I have no idea. Come on, Noel. You got 30 seconds.
Is that a dad joke?
It's a dad joke.
It's a dad joke.
That's a dad joke.
I don't know what.
Here's the thing. You can identify dad
Hey, look,
jokes.
tush push.
Push me and then just touch me till I can get.
Is this another one of those Irish songs?
Why is Stitch singing at like some lowly bar?
Well, I mean, think about it. That's probably where he is now. His fame is
I'm a Stitch. I'm on the go surfing. I come from a different planet.
Why is he slightly Spanish?
Because he.
All right, W has spoken. That means it's time for the lightning round. We just heard Angry Stitch during the break. It's why,
I didn't hear you Stitch during the break.
this is
I
why
want
you
to get pizza and go to Hawaii.
Yeah, me too. I like
Okay,
pizza.
he's like slightly Spanish Stitch,
which is
though.
why you should always tune in to the stream. The first show in the building to do this, probably in the upstate, to stay on the air during commercials.
Alonzo's dying.
Yeah, listen, it's tough, dude. Stop it, Kevin. I would like to. I absolutely would. All right.
We'll make sure to do it in the camera for you.
There is, yeah. I'll just
Hey, get all
who,
that
need- who needs
texture.
a tissue? Let's
Do
see what we can
Noel's
do to that
joke.
camera.
Do Noel's joke because you say you don't know dad jokes. You can say it.
No, I can't. I cannot do that.
Okay.
You can do it if you want, but I can't unless I can really understand a dad joke. I'm not going to try to tell one.
What did the scarf say to the hat? You go on ahead. I'll hang around here.
That is awesome. That is really awesome. All right. There's a new game right now. It's breaking Steam rather, because of how well it's doing. It's called Palworld, and it's on Xbox Game Pass. Check it out. So you get it for free. And it's basically Animal Crossing, Monster Hunter, and I don't know, Fortnite, and of course Pokemon all put together.
And a little bit of Conan Exiles.
Okay, yeah, a little bit of that too. So you hunt these creatures.
Yep.
You capture them after you injure them. You bring them back to your camp, and they work for you.
You beat them into submission.
Yeah, they come back and they work for you. They farm and they build and they do stuff. And then you can also take them with you. And eventually they get guns and knives and stuff to help you fight bigger creatures.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can ride them too.
Okay.
I can't wait to go home and ride my Manta.
I ain't touching that one.
No, you're not.
I'm going to stay all the way from that one.
As well,
like Steve
you
Irwin
should.
should have.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, the video game.
Even
we
further.
are starting to see video and pictures of the new Indiana Jones game. It looks really good. It's a first-person view, including with the whip and Odie's. I'm sure you've used a whip before.
Yes, I have.
Yes,
Of course you have.
Are you Michelle Pfeiffer accurate?
Yeah, I can crack a whip.
You can whip it good.
Don't step on a crack though. You break your mama's back. That's how that works. Yes.
Into shape.
I want to say Trey's joke, but I don't think I can.
Yeah, probably not. All right. Marvel Studios is going to stick with Kang, not Jonathan Majors. They're going to recast. It's not like the first time they've done it before. They recast Rhodey and ended up with Don Cheadle, which a lot of people like, but he's a little boring. Until he became Skrull, and then he was a little funnier. But so they're going to redo that, and we will see who they end up picking for that. Also, make sure that you check out
everything.
Nighttime with Odie.
Oh yeah, Nighttime with Odie.
Did I say it right?
It is on Thursday night. Go to Nighttime with Odie Facebook page. Thursday night.
Yes, Thursday. Yes.
Thursday
Go
night.
to Thursday.
Well, what you can do is you can
wake
go
up on Thursday.
Thursday night, and you can go to Nighttime with Odie on the YouTube later.
You might want to say it in your regular voice because you really want people to tune in.
Yeah. My TV show is on Thursday night. It's called Nighttime with Odie. You can get it on the Facebook page because we do stream it there, and we stream it on YouTube. Just look up Nighttime with Odie. That's it.
So not Odie After Dark, because I apologize again for getting that wrong earlier, but you weren't out to eat with us.
Actually,
if you were, you'd know why
if they wanted Odie After Dark, then they can download my podcast, which is available on the Odyssey app. It's Odrin Fitzgerald Podcast.
Hey, Noel has a question because apparently he didn't go to bed yet. He wants to know if he can be on your TV show.
Yes, you can be on my podcast. Because if me and you were on air together, there would be lots of the
words that the FCC
is
it's not real happy about, so you don't want to do that. Reminder, next week we will be here, we will be live, but we probably will not be in this room. So if you're used to seeing the background that you see, however you feel about said background, it's going to be different. It's going to be more confined. More than likely, we're all going to be squeezed into a small room.
More intimate.
And hopefully we have like extra people just because we're all squeezed into an extra room.
Nope.
Like maybe like 5-6 people just so we can make it uncomfortable. And if you missed any part of the show, make sure you go back on the Odyssey app. You can find it there, or go to the website, our website, 989 WORD, or go to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X, and either look up the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. If you're a first-time listener, thank you. Shout out to Noel. Man, it's hard to say for being a part of the show. Kevin, Trey, Mark, all you guys.
Amazing.
You guys are awesome. It's Doomsday podcast. Did I say Kevin? I didn't mean to say Kevin. I didn't mean to say that about
Roll
Kevin.
Tide.
Kevin, go away. I'll talk to you Monday. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WORD. Go Chiefs, the voice of the Carolinas. Blue cheese, dude. Who eats blue cheese?
Oh, I don't get that. I don't get that.
Blue cheese is
so.
Who's
Playing who?
When?
Whatever.
Kansas City Chiefs are playing Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills have never gotten past Kansas City to have a shot at the Super Bowl.
And is it that really soft game, that foosball that they're playing?
Yep.
Not rugby.
They're not playing rugby. It's not rugby. You're right.
Okay. All right.
This is had a lot of fun in the wings place earlier, trying to explain some football stuff to Odie. It's by the way.
Here's the thing.
It's an experience that you've never had in your life when you try to explain a game to someone who's not from here and doesn't entirely understand it.
Yeah, because
and I am not the ambassador who knows every little minute thing.
No, but the fact that you don't have to touch the ball behind the touchdown line, that blows my mind. You like the ball should have to go to ground once you go across the line. I mean, this thing of running across it, that's just weird.
I think which came first, football or rugby?
I think rugby came first. I think football is a derivative of rugby.
I don't know.
I think Cody's right.
I think it's a derivation of something even older than that.
Yeah, soccer was the first one.
Yeah.
And rugby was invented when soccer was being played, the ball got burst and a kid picked up the ball and ran with it. That's how soccer started, or how rugby started. And then I think American football.
Yeah, but you can't touch the ball.
All right.
No, you can't, but he got so mad at it.
This is actually fairly interesting. So rugby actually had codified rules 2 years before American football did.
There you go.
Which actually is a lot earlier, is a lot closer than I thought it would be. They got theirs done in 1871. American football was codified in 1873.
Yeah, there we go.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Which, if I recall, was mostly colleges that were doing that.
Yeah,
at the time.
it was.
Was it colleges that were playing rugby?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was colleges.
So it was the same there as it is here.
No, I hate to say it, but it was.
Thanks, Mark.
It was invented by the English, but you know.
Man, you actually said that like on. It wasn't on the air, but it's on stream.
Yeah.
So
well, you see, it was invented. Now, here's the thing: rugby, the fine sport that it is, was invented by our learned colleagues in England. It was perfected by the Irish.
We'll see when the Olympics happens.
Oh yeah, because it's in the Olympics. I'm looking forward to watching that.
I hope
rugby.
that if America plays Ireland in rugby, I hope it's at getting chippy.
If Ireland were to play,
I hope it would be at a time where we could watch it together.
I don't.
So you could explain the rugby rules.
Yeah, no, I'll explain the rules. I don't mean this in a bad way, but Ireland tried to play, or America tried to play Ireland before in a compromised rules.
Well, you don't know what the rules are in Olympics. You have to look it up.
It'll be union. It'll be rugby union. If it's anything, it'll be union.
I don't know what that means.
You've got rugby league and you've got rugby union. But yeah, I think. What secret is safe? I don't know.
That you said you gave kudos to England.
Yeah.
Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, renowned wrestling fan and awesome hair. All right.
It's fantastic.
It is. Yes.
Are we just going to do an extra hour?
He's always. No. I need to go and watch football. I got to.
No, you don't. This football is right there.
Yeah, but it's. I can't. I can
give it
the attention that I need to.
I can make it here and I can make it loud.
You know what's there's a bigger screen at home, and
why does everything have to be bigger and better? Like, bigger is not always better.
No, you're right, but in the case of a TV, it kind of is.
Get a magnifying glass and go right up.
Say when you're used to that kind of quality.
There's
I mean, you can watch a small screen when you
have
to.
But right, Kevin, because the show is technically over and was 3 minutes ago, and I'm about to end it now because I'm going to hit end stream and like fix everything and get on up out of here.
What did we talk about on the show?
Yeah, exactly. Annoying songs and comic book characters. Dog welder.
Goes up.
Dog welder.
Dog welder.
Instant.
Say goodbye, Odie.
I'm gone. I'm back again.
Say goodbye, Odie.
Goodbye, Odie. Dog welder sucks.
Say goodbye, Cameron.
Dog welder needs to be welded to I don't know, something.
I will say goodbye.
No, dog welder.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
I'm going to get dog welder.
And I'm going to just actually have a good weekend.
Dog welder.
Hopefully it's a good game. I hope my team wins.
Curse words.
But if yours wins, then you'll have to get past
curse words.
So
can we stop
anyway,
now?
all right.
Maybe it is,
Goodbye.
but I'm fully Irish, and only that part of you is.
Goodbye.
We just start